US streamer Tyler Blevins, who is known as the gamer ninja on the streaming service Twitch, was recently diagnosed with melanoma skin cancer. I have all the details in today's video. Who is Ninja? Who is Tyler Blevins? What is his purpose? What does he do in his regular job? How old is he? How did he discover his melanoma skin cancer? I have all the details in today's video, which is part of my celebrity skin cancer diagnosis series, where I report on celebrities who have been diagnosed with skin cancer and share them with you all in hopes of spreading awareness about skin cancer and how to prevent it and get yourself checked. Oh, hi, I'm Sean, Melanoma Mom here. I was formerly diagnosed with melanoma skin cancer, hence the giant scar on my arm and all over my body. I would love for you to join my mission to help educate and prevent skin cancer. By subscribing to this channel, I do sunscreen reviews as well as bring you commentary like today's video. Tyler Blevins is known on Twitch, which Twitch is a streaming service, basically gamers, video gamers, play their games and stream it live. It's a live streaming platform. And he has 19 million, yes, I said million, followers. He is considered the biggest Twitch streamer ever. So when he posted on X, are we still calling it X, formerly known as Twitter, that he recently had a spot on the bottom of his foot biopsied and it came back as melanoma skin cancer, 19 million followers were suddenly made aware of the dangers of skin cancer and the importance of getting regular skin cancer checks. He is only 32 years old, and you typically, when you think skin cancer, you typically think of, getting it on your arms or on the tops of your cheeks, places where the sun normally hits, on your legs, not the bottoms of your feet that rarely see the light of day. Many people don't know that melanoma skin cancer occurs a lot of places that you can't see. Bottoms of feet, it can occur in your eyes. You can get it basically anywhere on your body and anywhere inside your body. It doesn't just happen on the places that get the most sun, because melanoma spreads easily throughout your body and it can present itself anywhere. Now, I am not a medical professional. I am simply a melanoma cancer survivor. If you noticed anything different about your skin and the spots of your skin, go to a dermatologist like Ninja did. I think it's his wife or his girlfriend, he says Jess, booked him an appointment because they noticed that it was pretty large on the bottom of his foot. Now, I couldn't find any details about how large the spot was, how long it had been there, or even what stage of melanoma. Those facts may come out later, what stage. But he said that it was caught in the early stages of melanoma, which is fantastic. So that means that they probably did a wide local excision, which is where basically a surgery, an outpatient surgery, where they cut kind of looks like a diamond, a huge area around the spot that they have biopsied to make sure that they get clear margins. So they make sure that they get all of the melanoma out. Now, melanoma typically grows down. There is some melanoma that spreads surfacely across, but when it starts growing down into your skin, that's when it gets dangerous and increases the stages of cancer that you have. So I can assume by early stages, that means it was still surface level, but you want to make sure that you clear that entire area out so that it doesn't spread, because melanoma is one of the fastest spreading cancers. And then after he had that surgery done, which I can imagine would be pretty painful on your foot, my scar was early stages. It was stage 1B, and look how long it is. It is this long. And the spot was the size of a eraser, a pencil eraser. And it was this long. Can you imagine that on the bottom of your foot? You wouldn't be able to walk. Thankfully, mine was on my arm. I was still able to do stuff, just not with this arm for, I think it was 6 to 8 weeks. Good thing he's a streamer, right? He can still play his video games with his foot propped up. Now, after he had that surgery, they noticed another spot nearby that they biopsied. Now, I haven't found any results on whether that one was also melanoma, but they just went ahead and took it off anyways, I can imagine they also did a wide local excision with that as well. Ninja says in his X tweet post on X that he was shocked to learn that it was melanoma skin cancer. It was on the bottom of his foot. He's 32 years old. Normally when we think of skin cancers, we think of people in their 60s, 70s, 80s and up because they have, lived a life in the sun. But I am so thankful that celebrities, and yes, I consider him a celebrity, he has 19 million followers. And even though I had never heard of him, there are 19 million people at least who have. And I can imagine it's a bunch of young people. He has been given the opportunity to spread awareness. And I am so thankful for that because I was diagnosed at the age of 41 and I thought that was young for getting skin cancer. And since then, I have learned of many, many more people getting melanoma skin cancer as young as in their teens. And to catch it early is significant. It causes you to change your habits, to wear sunscreen more, to wear protective clothing. It causes you to learn to take care of your body's largest organ, your skin. Ninja says that he regularly gets dermatology skin checks, which I don't know what that means for him, but I recommend, and most doctors and dermatologists recommend, at least once a year if you have no history of skin cancer. And that involves booking an appointment at a dermatologist, saying you want a full body skin cancer check. Most dermatologists will allow you to keep, if you're female, your undergarments on, and they will just kind of pull back your undergarments and look, so you have a little bit of privacy. But it is, if you're shy, like I am, it is intimidating to get your body checked over, but so important, especially for those of us who have lots of spots and moles. Now, I have less than a lot of people have. You can get melanoma skin cancer no matter the shade range of your skin, light to dark. Melanoma occurs, and it's from UV exposure. Now, there is some forms of melanoma that is genetics, that is hereditary, and that's a different type of melanoma. So you don't have to be exposed to the sun to have melanoma. And all of this is not to say is not to scare you and to fear, but we regularly get checkups as an adult for other things, right? We go to the doctor for, especially us women, for mammograms. We go to the doctor, when we're not feeling well, and we need to add skin cancer checks into that. Unfortunately, because our culture places an emphasis on tanning and the sun. I love the sun. I loved it a little too much. Now, Ninja, in his case, sounds like he spends the majority of his time indoors. So that's why skin cancer checks are so important, because it doesn't sound like that he needed a lot of sunscreen. It doesn't sound like it was related to an exposure to sun, but I could be wrong. I don't know what his childhood was like. My dermatologists have told me that the sun exposure and the most damage you do is in the early years of your life when you are a child. So if you spend a lot of time outdoors, which I did, so in the 80s and 90s, our parents pushed us outside as much as they could without sunscreen because they didn't know. They didn't know the importance of sunscreen. And we all went out with tank tops and short sleeves and shorts, and we were out at the beach for long hours, and the majority of skin damage occurs in those early years. So I don't know what Ninja's childhood was like. I can't speculate on how he ended up with melanoma, but it was caught early due to the skin checks. So if you notice any irregularities in a spot on your body, if it changes color, if it has any weird edges, if it doesn't look like any of the other spots around it, if it darkens in color, go make an appointment with a dermatologist. Today's a great day to wear sunscreen. I'll see you in my next video.